left lane is the flow of the traffic, and right lane, which is showing the upside down, it is showing the contra flow of the traffic. So in the contra flow, bus is there. So bus is in the bus lane will be the contra flow of the main traffic. Okay. You are driving a friend's children home from the school. They both are under 14 years old. Who is responsible for making sure they wear a seatbelt or approved child restraint when where required? So the driver is responsible for uh, letting all the passengers wear the seatbelt, and everything like loading, unloading, whatever is in the car, the driver is sole responsible for it. Why is it more difficult to overtake a large vehicle than a car? Because the length of the large vehicle is much longer than as compared to motor vehicle. So it will take longer time to overtake a large vehicle as compared to a small vehicle because of its because of its length. Okay. So let's check the options. I think first is it will take longer to overtake a large vehicle. Second, large vehicle will be fitted with a speed limiter. No. A large vehicle will have air brakes. No. It will take longer for a large vehicle to accelerate. Not at all. So first is the correct. This is very important. This is a flashy temporary signs. Like what does this motor sign mean? So they are flashy amber light uh, with numbers. So these represent some temporary signs. So generally this is maximum. You have to understand this is maximum because minimum speed is represented by the mandatory signs, the blue ones. But this is the flashy one and these are the temporary ones. So this represents the temporary maximum speed. When may a passenger travel in a car without wearing a seat belt? So never it is never recommended to not to wear the seat belt. It should be the seat belt should be weared. Okay, it is but there might be some exceptional cases of medical reasons or something. So first is they're under 14-year-old, no. Under 1.5 meters, no. They are sitting in the rear seat, no. Even the rear seat or the front seat, everyone have to wear the seat belt. They are exempt for medical reasons. Yeah, this may be the reason. What should you do if you want to overtake a long, slow moving vehicle on a busy road? So, if you want to overtake a long, see, vehicle is already long and it is slow moving also, and there is a busy road also. So, there is a high hazardous risk if you overtake such type of vehicle. Better to follow back. Be patient in this case. Okay, let's see the options. Follow it closely and keep moving out to see the road is ahead. See, don't follow it closely because the driver of that vehicle cannot see you because there might be a obstruction because of its long length, and if you are following it closely, it cannot, the driver inside that vehicle cannot see you from his rear view mirror. Flash your headlights for the oncoming traffic. No, don't flash. Stay behind until the driver waves you. Driver will not wave you because he cannot see. There is a large blind spot for this type of driver. Keep well back so that you get a good view of the road ahead. This is correct. You are in a tunnel, you see this sign. What does this mean? This is an emergency sign, and this might be in several places, not only in the tunnel, near the shopping complex, near the other grocery stores, near many places. This is for emergency pedestrian exit. Okay, this is very common. For how long is an mod certificate normally valid? This is very important question because sometimes sometimes a person can get confused in this type of question because a mod certificate is valid for the first 3 years of your vehicle purchase, which is a new vehicle purchase. But after the 3 years, you have to reapply it, and it is valid for only 1 year after it is reissued. So after every 1 year you have to get it reissued. So it is valid for only 1 year after the date it was issued. What is the main hazard you should be aware when you are following this cyclist? The cyclist is like there is no such kind of indicators or something which a cyclist is giving, or sometimes it is forgetting to give, even though there is a temporary indications or some sign language by arms or some other way, but sometimes they don't give any direction, so we don't able to predict or anticipate with where they are going, so they can change any direction. Okay, so they can swerve in any of the direction. On a vehicle, where could you find a catalytic converter? Catalytic converter is for the exhaustive gases which emit out from your vehicle. So it is present in the exhaust system, which is purifying the pollution which is being emitted from your vehicle. This is very important. What do these motorway signs mean? These are actually the markers, countdown markers to the next exit. And they sometimes the question is asked in related to this. They ask, what does this indicate? This indicates the your speed. This helps you to observe what is your speed going on. So it tells you the countdown to the next exit, and for whether you are obeying the speed limit or not. So these are the countdowns, because there might be some exit or some change um, related to speed. You are on the road that's only wide enough for one vehicle. What should you do if a car is coming towards you? So car is in the contraflow direction and you are going ahead, but but unfortunately you have to take back somewhere. So whether to swerve at left or right. So you have to wait and pull in towards the left side of the road. Okay, because on the right some overtaking vehicle might be there. So if you in the meanwhile you change your direction to the towards the right, then there might be issue because some overtaking vehicle might be there. So if you wait in the right side, then there might be a issue. So you can pull in. Okay. Why is particularly important to check your vehicle before making a long motorway journey? Obviously, you have to plan in prior for taking a long journey. You have to check your vehicle thoroughly, because in constant continuous speeds, there are chances for some breakdown or some risk is there. So you have to make sure that you have first aid, you have everything related to your vehicle. Okay, because road surface can wear and tear your vehicle in any ways. So you will have to do more harsh braking. uh, that is emergency case. Motorway services areas do not deal with, not at all, they deal with everything. The road surface will wear down the tires faster. No, if you deaccelerate and accelerate, then it can. Continuous high speeds accelerate the risk of your vehicles breaking down, because it can warm it up and wear and tear in other ways. Okay. Why could it be dangerous to keep a clutch down or select neutral for long periods of time while you are driving? This clutch down and selecting neutral is known as coasting. COASTING, coasting. What it does, if you are using this coasting for longer period of time, you lose your control over your vehicle and the steering. So it might be more tougher if you use coasting, driving down stepping down the hill. So you lose your control, because when you are down the hill, then speed may automatically increase due to gravity, so you need proper braking and controlling over the steering. So in that case, being driving in neutral and coasting is very dangerous. The road outside this school that is marked with yellow zigzag lines. What do these lines means? So this is keep way clear kind of thing. So this, never you have to wait or park outside the school on these zigzag lines, because these are for the school children. for pick and drop. So you never have to wait or park. You are traveling you are traveling in a left lane of your three-lane motorway. How should you react to traffic joining from the slip road? Slip road is the acceleration lane where green studs are present. So on that motorway, when slip road is there, acceleration lane is there, on that the traffic may come and go. It is joining the traffic or exiting the traffic. So you have to very speedily you have to adjust your speed from that lane to the main motorway lane so that you can adjust yourself with the speedy traffic safely. Okay. Yeah. Which type of vehicle Yeah. Which type of vehicle should you be ready to give way to as you approach this bridge? So, see, this bridge is not a straight, it is having curvature kind of thing in the roof. So, the higher vehicle have to go from the mid. So, all the higher vehicles, the heavy vehicles, they will go in the mid from the midway. They cannot travel from the sideways because there is a curvature kind of thing. So their roof will get stuck if they take the sides. So you, being a car motor vehicle, you have some attitude to give the way to the large in the higher height vehicles to drive between the tunnel. So buses should be the correct answer. As you can see the application explanation that look well ahead, pass the bridge, be ready, and give way to large oncoming vehicles. In which conditions will your overall stopping distance increase? So, in the wet areas, in the dry areas, you have the stopping distance of 2 seconds. There is a 2 second rule for the normal dry conditions. But in the rainy time, in the wet conditions, there is a stopping distance of 4 second rule. There is a 4 second rule. So double, it gets doubled in the rain, in the wet conditions. If you are driving towards the left band, what danger should you be anticipating in this case? So, what is happening when you are going towards the left? There might be some pedestrian running or walking towards your side because it there is no curve on which it can travel. He can travel. So there might be some pedestrian coming, but view is obstructed because of these grasslands. So you have to be you have to be very cautious if any pedestrians is walking towards you. On the three-lane motorway, which lane should you use if there is no traffic ahead? See, in UK, left lane is the main prior lane if your view is clear and there is no traffic ahead. So, left lane you always take, right lane is taken for overtaking. Okay. One question is, let's see. Oh, this we have not ticked. So, this is temporary maximum speed. Okay. We have done all questions. So now we can submit. So they are all correct.